Chris Mary, graduated high school in 1984.
Now, one of the first questions I want to ask you about is your career as a wrestler in the 80s. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was part of the 1982 AAA state championship team at Chartiers Houston. My career was a three-time section champ, three-time WPIL champ, and third, and second in the state championships.
And what was wrestling like back in those days?
Back in the 80s, there was a lot of camaraderie with the teammates and coaches and a lot of rivalries with Chartiers and Canon-McMillan and the Trinities and the McGuffies and Waynesburg. So it was a fun time of wrestling.
Yeah. And about your, maybe training, did you do, how was wrestling like kind of in your wrestling room?
A lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, a lot of in-house rivalries with brothers and teammates and so forth. But, we really worked hard at that time.
And just transitioning now, what was did you wrestle in college?
I did.
And you wrestled for WVU.
I wrestled at WVU.
Now, could you talk a little bit about your career in college wrestling?
Yeah, I had a great career down at WVU with Coach Turnbull and Nate Carr, an Olympian and three-time national champ at Iowa State. Built some great friendships, with the teammates, and qualified to nationals in 1988. And again, just had a great journey at WVU.
And the NCAA tournament's a little bit different with weights and things now. How was it back then as far as wrestling competition and just, I don't know, some of the sites it was held, things along that line?
I was fortunate to wrestle at Iowa State for the national tournament, and back then it's a lot more, I wouldn't say competitive, but it's just a all out year round as it is now. Back then it was a lot more seasonal, but right now, I mean, wrestling just comes so far with the talent and with the technique and so forth. But again, I was blessed to be in such a great program and great memories at WVU.
And you mentioned the seasonality of it. Did you participate in any other sports in high school or even college?
You know what? Up to ninth grade, I did play baseball and football, but once we got to high school, we kind of focused on wrestling.